best thing about being a grandfather? Probably seeing the grandkids grow up and develop.
I can't call it the best job in the world because it's not a job. It's an honor, I guess.
One of the things that what I think I'm going to be a grandfather like is nice, have fun, and tell a funny joke that one of my grandfathers told me, and I laughed so hard I almost had water come out of my nose.
Well, he's very much like my son, being you, and as we know, we both laugh at that. I'm sure you get more frustrated with it than I do, but I just see so much of you in him.
He's a boy, and very active, very impatient, and mischievous.
I never knew my father's father. I never met. He died 11 years before I was born. My mother's father was a very religious man. He was a Vermont farmer, through and through, and a lot of things. Well, I'm just watching TV with him, like a football game or something. He was just almost blown away by modern stuff, and I think today he would be even more.
What memories do I have of my grandfathers? None.
A dad, you've got to be the good example. You've got to be the good parent. You've got to. Granted, I don't think I spoil my grandkids any more than anybody else. A lot less than some people do. I don't let them get away with anything they want. But you can let your hair down and be a little more fun than I think than you can as a father. Not that I was not a strict father, but I don't know how to explain it, but you can be different with a grandson or a granddaughter than you ever could be with your kids, because you've got to be the good parent, the good example. I think it's more fun being a grandparent.
As a father, you have pretty much total say on how the kids are brought up and what they can do, what they can't do. And being a grandfather, you're wanting to sometimes say, no, you can't do that, or yeah, you can, and then you have to stop and think of what are their parents saying they can and can't do, and how does that affect the relationship.
One great memory I have about my Grandpa Liang is coming over for the party with everyone and having a great time with everyone. One of the great memories I have about my Grandpa Chapman is that when we went fishing this summer, we caught 2 small bass and 1 large.
My father as a grandfather was probably, I never understood how he felt until I became a grandfather. And I know from the way he thought of you guys, actually you and Cass, you could see it in his eyes, you could see it in his smile. Yeah, him and I are a lot alike in being grandfathers, I think.
How was my, he wasn't around long enough to really make any difference.
I am Charles G. Chapman.
I am Stan Liang.
Happy Grandparents' Day, and I hope you have a great one.